Hi, good evening, everybody. I hope that you guys are so well. I hope you guys had an incredible day. It's starting to rain again in Johannesburg or in South Africa, and we're super excited about that. So welcome to this incredible opportunity meeting at this Mannatech opportunity meeting. My name is Heike Berg. I'm a bronze presidential director in this business. And what we're going to be doing tonight is really share with you how you could possibly, I don't know what your situation is. I don't know where you come from. I don't know what, especially with COVID and how things have been going I don't know what your situation is currently at, but what we're going to be sharing with you tonight is truly an opportunity that can literally transform your life if you choose to take it. Before I start, because I always forget, for the leaders on this call and all the other associates across the world and, friends of ours and people and all the people that are already living extraordinary lives, the QR code for tonight is 9221. 9221. So if you're brand new on this call, we want to welcome you. What you're going to be hearing tonight is something really quite extraordinary. And what I need you to do is that you're probably in the looking zone. You're probably looking at you wouldn't have been on this call if you're not looking for something different. Maybe it's extra money. Maybe it's a different purpose. Maybe it's, you've got a dream and you've got a passion and something and you don't know how to do it. And the reality is you probably don't know how to achieve it because you just don't know that you don't know that there's opportunities out there for people to make a second stream or a third stream of income. And, the irony of today is with all the challenges happening around us, that it's never been I don't want to say easier, but there's never been more opportunities for anybody to get to a place of financial freedom than ever before. But of course, most people just don't know what they don't know. So what I need from you tonight is to really just for the next hour, just to focus and really listen and keep an open mind. I want you to forget about, the way that you've been making money in the past. Because what's going to challenge you tonight is truly the traditional mindset of the way we were brought up. Look, I'm 43 years old today. I was brought up, you've got to go to school, go to university, you've got to study for one thing and you become that one thing. And there weren't really many options. It was an advocate or a lawyer, advocate, lawyer, doctor, engineer. I decided to go study drama, which was a very, very risky thing to go study. It's not something that a lot of parents, they frown upon it and they say, oh my word, you're going to go study drama. What are you going to do with your life? And so it's been a rough ride in our industry, in the entertainment industry, for a lot of people in our industry. They're without work. They don't know kind of what to do. So I need you tonight to really just have an open mind. Second thing I want to share with you tonight is about you. It is about you. It's not about me. It's not about the other people on the call that's already living, that's really achieving their dreams. It's about you, your dreams, your passions, your heart. What is it that you want to do with your life? What is your why? What is the thing that you want to go and achieve? So, True Freedom, I do this business and we help people to get to a place of freedom, because my passion and my heart is to get people to a place of freedom. And when I talk about freedom, look, you can define freedom in many, many ways. I'm a man of faith and I've got my freedom in my Creator, absolutely. But freedom also means time freedom for myself. For Geraldine and I, we want to have time freedom. I do not want to be a slave to somebody, to a job, something that I don't like. Maybe you like your job, there's nothing wrong with it. But I want to have spent time with them and choose where I want to contribute my time with and spend time with our children. And, I want to have that kind of freedom. And a lot of people think you need millions in the bank to do it. It's not really so. What we're going to show you tonight is how do you create residual passive income over a period of time that will allow you to, if you choose, to go and fire your boss so that you've got enough residual income. What is residual income? Residual income is income that you do the work once and you get paid over and over and over again. The greatest form of residual income that most people know is interest in your bank account. You've got some money there and you grow interest and your money kind of grows. Of course, you can have a few properties. If they're paid off, you've got an asset. And if there's somebody in the property that's renting from you, you will receive that kind of residual income. But of course, you still need to manage the property. Now, it's exactly the same with this business. It is a business model that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight. It should be treated as a business if you really want to create massive success in it. But here's the amazing thing. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter where you were born. It doesn't matter what your past experiences are. It just doesn't matter. Anybody can do this. You don't need to be a tech junkie at all. What is incredible about this, if you've got a honeable spirit, a teachable spirit, and you are hungry, you're hungry to change your life, you're hungry to do something different, to step out of your comfort zone. Maybe you've got more than enough money, but you want to do something else with your life. Maybe you lack meaning or purpose in your life. Maybe this is for you. I know for many people that pray for an opportunity to come their way, and maybe this is it for you. Maybe it's not. This is purely educational, and we're going to be sharing with you on how does Mannatech help people across the world to change their lives. This is truly the opportunity that's just, we're just taking the world by storm. And the reason people are so successful in this business is because you're not alone. Once you start this business, you've got people that will share with you exactly, do this, do that. They'll take you by your hand. They'll teach you. They'll guide you, and they'll help you grow as a human being in order to get to that place where you want to be. So Geraldine is sitting here. She sends all her love, and she's waving to everybody. So I did say the QR code. She's asking me, did I say the QR code? I did say the QR code. Okay, so what I need you just quickly to think about, it's important that you need to understand anybody that's building their lives, that's got a kind of a vision for their life, because remember, school does not teach you how to have a vision and a dream, and also school does not teach you how to create true wealth. True wealth is not measured in money, it's measured in time. So if you had to lose your primary income today, whatever that might be, you might be a teacher, you might be whatever, if you had to lose that job today, how many months would you be able to sustain the standard of living that you've been living? And most people, let me tell you, you'll probably be shocked. About 80% of people in South Africa, if they lose their jobs, they broke. They're not destitute, but they broke. So, and it kind of, I don't want you to get afraid. I don't want you to get scared about this, because you need to ask yourself today, why would you want to start something new? What is the reason? What is it that you really want in your life? Do you have a retirement plan? Because this could be your retirement. Did you know that 1 out of 100 people in South Africa can retire? 1 out of 100? That's shocking. Do you want more free time? Do you want to travel? And what you really have to think about tonight when you go to bed, even if you start or you don't start is, if time and money wasn't a problem, an issue, what would you do with your life? And really get yourself in that space. Because I want to tell you this, if your personal motivational factor in the mornings is to get out of bed, go do a job just so that you can pay the bills, okay? Then you've got to ask yourself, is this really what I'm supposed, is this really life? Is this am I really stepping into my passion and my purpose? Because, I promise you now, as a little kid, when you grew up and you had big dreams and you had this massive idea of your life. Now, of course, life doesn't work out that way. We're not in control of things happening around us often. But I promise you, you did not grow up and dreamt to really one day have a job just so that you can pay the electrical bill. That I can guarantee you. And of course, yes, and this, I want to state this as a fact. Yes, you don't have control over the economy. You don't have control over inflation. You do not have control over the politics in our country. But let me tell you, you are in control of your own personal economy. You can design a successful life. Success doesn't just happen overnight. It doesn't just hit you with a brick, and all of a sudden you wake up and you go, oh, great, I've achieved, all my dreams. It doesn't work that way. You have to design it. You have to create it. If you don't have meaning in your life, has it ever dawned on you that you've got to create meaning? You've got to create that stuff. And you've got to ask yourself, are you one of those people where life happens to you, or do you happen to life? Because it's not the boat on the water and the blowing of the winds, because the blowing of the winds blow on us all. It's truly the setting of the sail. How are you going to set your sail for the next 2 to 5 years to get to a place where you really want to be? So how did I get involved in this business? Well, as I said, I truly was a massive loser my whole life. Let me tell you, I was in and out of rehab my entire life. I've seen so many psychologists, so many psychiatrists. I've been into so many psychiatric hospitals. I've been diagnosed with so many psychiatric mental illness problems. I was just absolutely that guy that was not going to make it. At school, when I was in primary school, high schools didn't even want to take me. We had to have special, we had to go to the Transvaal Education Department and ask these people, will you take in my son because he's such a disaster. I was dumb, I was not worthy, I was not good enough, I was worthless, I wasn't going to make a success of my life. And because of all of that stuff, because I didn't believe that I was worthy, I obviously did a lot of stupid things in my life, which resulted in really throwing away most of my life, really. So when I got clean for the first time, really getting sober in my life, and I went and studied drama at the age of 21, that was... Look, I've had a fairly good career in my life. I've done some incredible films, but I struggled so much. First of all, because of, my mental, I just, didn't believe in myself. And second of all, it's an industry where if you work, you get paid. If you don't work, you don't get paid. There are no benefits. I'm sure there are other artists on this call. It's really, really tough to kind of get through it. So I stayed clean for about 7 years, and I had a relapse again, and it was back and forth from treatment. So praise God, today I'm 12 years, 13 years clean today. Today is my wife's and I, we married for 18 months today, which is incredible. So God has really blessed me in the sense that I stay clean. But I had massive dreams and massive desires, and I didn't know how I was going to achieve it with just having a drama degree and just being in this industry, because it might seem glamorous, but it's not. So about 5.5 years ago, a friend of mine, and look, I had very little skill, I had no business skill. I had no social skills. I had sometimes like, anyway, a friend of mine phoned me. His name is Wagner Dieneke. I think he's on this call. He's a good friend of mine. And he said to me, listen, Heike, I want you to come and see me. You need to come and have a look at this thing. So I went to him, and he introduced me to Mannatech products, the product range of Mannatech. And he told me, seriously, he said to me, use these products. It's going to help you get off all your medication. And it's going to change your life. And I was like, what? Please, man. Literally, I actually wanted just to get up and walk out, because I was on about 4,500 rands worth of chronic medication. I've tried everything in my life. And look, he came to me, and I've heard about the products. I knew about Mannatech. I know people were raving about the products and others, but you don't just really believe that kind of stuff. And he said to me, listen, Heike, try these products. If it doesn't work for you, you get your money back. And I said, what? You want to tell me that a nutritional company has got a money back guarantee on? And he said, yeah, this company has got a 3-month money back guarantee. And I said, well, that's crazy. You can't walk into Dis-Chem, buy omega-3, and then if it doesn't work for you, you get your money back. And that's the only reason I bought it, because I said, yes, I'm going to get my money back. I wanted to support the bugger or whatever. I said, well, fine, I'm going to try these things because I haven't tried everything. Let me try it. So took the products home, started using the products. Long story short, this is a testimony all in itself. But about 9 months later, I was off almost all my medication. That was 5.5 years ago. In 5.5 years, I haven't been on antibiotics. In 5.5 years, I haven't been sick. I haven't been to the doctor. I haven't been in 5.5 years. It changed my health, my cognitive function, my immune function, my cardiovascular function, my gut. I mean, it just completely transformed my life. Now, I didn't know there was a business model to this thing. I didn't know that I could get involved in the company and help other people with their health. So what I did was, when I shared my story just with people, and that's all that you're going to do in this business, you're going to just get a great testimony on the products, and you're going to share it with other people like you do with any other place. If you go to Woolies, you get good service. There's a special there. You tell your friends, go to Woolies, buy that trip and buy the product. If you go to a dentist and your dentist is great, you're going to recommend people, hey, my dentist is flipping great. If you see a good movie, you're going to go to people and say, hey, that was such a great movie, go and watch it. And people will follow you because they trust what you say. You've just had that experience. So I used to share that with people, and people used to ask me, Heike, where can I get these products? Because you can't buy it on the shelf. Remember, this is an online home-based business. You can do it from anywhere in the world, even from your cell phone, which is incredible. Sit on the beaches of Tahiti and do this business. So I then would recommend them to Wagner. And eventually Wagner said to me, listen, Heike, do you want to make some extra money? I said, yeah, of course. Who doesn't want to make extra money? And he said, well, listen here, let me show you something. Instead of referring people to me that wants to use these products, why don't I just show you online what you do is, instead of, referring them to me, you help the person open up an online account like he did with me, open up an online account like an Amazon account. They order the products, not from you. You're not a salesperson. You're not going to run around and sell products out of the boot of your car. But every time they order from Mannatech, you play the bridge. You refer people to Mannatech. Every time people order, you get paid. I'm like, what? That's so simple. Why was it simple? Because I was having fun. I believed in these products with all of my heart, because I've seen so many people with so many health challenges. I've seen so many sports people across the world, professional people, Olympic people using these products with incredible results. I couldn't deny the fact that, we could really serve mankind with these products. So I said, I love it. I love it. How do I start? So I started, sharing stories, just my story, and getting people, to look at the products and everything and stuff. My first paycheck was about 3,500 Rand that month. And I thought to myself, it was in 2016. And I said to myself, 2016, 1st of May, I said to myself, man, if all of these people across the world, because I saw people making hundreds of thousands of rands across the world. And I thought, wow, and they started just like me. If they can do it, I can do it. If you can do it, I can do it. I sat and I thought, I want to learn how this thing works. I want to do it. So that was in 2016, the 1st of May. And it was 18 months of hard work, part-time. This is hard work. This is not, if you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay like a hobby, but it's hard work. And we 18 months, and we got to a place of financial freedom where neither Geraldine and I ever have to work in our lives ever again, selling our time for money. Of course, we do projects, and of course, I'm still involved with so many other things, but I do it because I love it. I don't have to worry about money coming in anymore. I don't have to worry at night about my health. I don't have to worry about bills that's going to be paid and debt that's going to be paid. And it became my heart's passion to help people achieve the same results. So I'm not going to give you a fish, but I can teach you. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to get to the same place where we have been. So with that, I just want to introduce two speakers. They're incredible friends of ours. They're great leaders. They're doing fantastically, and they're just quickly going to share why they do this business. And first up, I want to welcome Jonathan Upman. He's an executive director. Jonathan, please share with us why you got involved with this company with us. Thanks, bud.
Hey, everybody. Good evening. I hope you're all very well. Thank you very much to Heike and Geraldine for allowing me to share on the call. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to do this. So thank you, guys. Well, it's not a very difficult story to tell. My wife Nikki and I, we found ourselves in a position where we needed an extra income, and we also wanted to change our lives because living day to day and month to month just isn't ideal. And as I'm sure you picked up on Heike's talk just now, that everybody wants something more out of life. You don't want to just sell your time for money and that be the be all and end all of your existence. We wanted the kind of change that has a massive impact, and that brings you real freedom, not superficial freedoms. So we racked our brains, for years trying to figure out what we could do and how we could make it happen. And, we came up with a couple of really good ideas, but none of them were viable options because firstly, we lack the means to make it happen. And secondly, the freedom, if you're tied up in a day job all day, you can't exactly sit around trying to figure out how else to make money, and work on business plans and whatnot. It complicates life. So that's what held us back. And it was about that time when Mannatech found us, after Nikki's life-changing experience with the products, she signed up as an associate. And despite my initial reluctance and lack of enthusiasm in the beginning, when things started to happen and she started to earn the actual income off of the business side of things, I realized that this is exactly the opportunity that we've been waiting for and looking for. Our why is actually, since then, it's evolved from being centered around needing an additional income to something greater. Okay, at the core of it now, our why is about helping other people. It's about bringing people with us on this journey and getting them to a place of good health and financial freedom as well. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. So yeah, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, Jono. Send all our love to Nikki. Thank you for being on the call. Awesome, man. Next up, I want to welcome Elisma Pickworth. She's a Gold Executive Director. Don't worry about the titles in this business and stuff. It's just people. That means that they've taken ownership of this business. They're doing very well. Elisma and Robert, they come from Worcester. It's incredible to have you in our lives, Elisma.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Heike. It's such a privilege to be able to share on this platform about this amazing opportunity. And I first just want to edify my uplines, Johan and Leonie Hudson, our presidential uplines, and also Heike and Geraldine, our bronze presidential directors for your guidance, your help, and your mentorship in our lives. You really have taught us well. So, guys, before this opportunity came my way, I was really in a bad space. I was working all the time. My husband is in full-time ministry and I'm a small business owner. And when you work for yourself, you just never stop working. You work from early in the morning till late at night, sometimes through the night. And I was just really in a space where I was longing for time. I wanted more time. I wanted to work smarter and not harder. And I was really looking for something. I felt as if I've lost purpose in life. There's no value in life. There's nothing to look forward to, because we're always working all the time. There's no time for anything else. And when this opportunity came my way, I just really thought, I'm going to try this. I saw this opportunity and I thought at first I won't be able to do this because I'm really an extreme introvert. I'm not a talkative person. And I just thought, I'm going to try this. I'm going to do this. I'm hungry. I want change in my life. I want to make a difference in my family. And I took this opportunity and we just ran with it. And I can't explain to you how this has transformed our lives. Mentally, our mindsets has changed, in our emotions, our leadership, development, self-development. This is really an amazing company to be a part of. There's so much energy, and if you want change in your life, there's always leaders that will just pull you up every time you feel down. And this is really just an amazing opportunity that will change your life financially, mentally. And at this stage, we are so excited about this company and what this company is doing globally in the world, that we just want to change lives. Our why has changed a lot. It has gone away from finances, away from time, and we just want to go out there, share hope to other people, and tell people that there's greatness inside of everyone, and you have the ability to change the direction of your life if you are just willing to change and make a difference in other people's lives. So thank you, Aiki.
Thank you, Lisma. Love to, Robert. Wow. I mean, that's just incredible. It's incredible. So, okay. So, I don't know if you've ever seen this. It's called the Cash Flow Quadrant. So a guy with the name of Robert Kiyosaki wrote this book. He also wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, probably one of the most sold books on financial principles. Please get yourself that book and read through it. It will teach you so much about creating true wealth when it comes to finances. So he wrote this book. It's a second book. It's called the Cash Flow Quadrant. And when I saw this the first time, I'm like, what? School doesn't teach you or prepare you for this. They teach you this. So basically, what the quadrant says is that there's 4 quadrants that you can generate cash flow from. And there's only these 4 quadrants. And you're either an employee or self-employed or a small business owner, which is on the left quadrant. And on the right-hand side, you've got the B quadrant guys, which is big business owners. And these guys are people that have system-driven businesses. There's a big difference between a B quadrant business and a small business quadrant guy. The B quadrant guy has got a complete system that operates for him. He's got about 500 employees. This guy can go overseas for a year, 2 years, travel the world, and the business will still make money. And of course, these guys usually play big in the investor quadrant where money can actually start working for you. So, but what's interesting about this is that 90% of the world's population currently today is sitting on the left-hand side. But only 10% of the world's wealth goes to them. And the reason for that is it's not really your fault. It's because of the system. We are taught to go to school, get good grades, go to university, and then go out and find a job and sell your time for money. So the E and the S quadrant guys, we were taught, and of course, you've got a whole bunch of examples, when you grow up, your parents, your uncles, there's different reasons why you end up in one of these quadrants. It's got zero to do with your IQ. Nothing. It's not because you are, you've got the B quadrant guys and there's something special about them and you're an E quadrant guy, it's got nothing to do with your IQ. It's got to do with your mindset. The way that you were programmed and taught and believed where you need to kind of fit in. So the reason why so many people are on the E and the S quadrant is because that's what the system teaches you. Sell your time for money. My parents and their parents, they were taught, find a job, get a good job, get good benefits, work there for 40 years, for 40 hours a week, and then retire maybe on 40% less than what you're supposed to have. It's called the 40-40-40 curse. That's what Robert Kiyosaki calls it. That's going to be your life. You're going to have your job. You're going to go to work. Job, go to work, come and go. Go to work, come and go. Go to work, come and go. That's what you do. That's what most people kind of live on. And, you come home at night, you don't have the strength or anything to kind of start working on your own dreams. And what you start doing is you start shoving your dreams into your paycheck. You kind of start accepting that life, that this is your life. That's what you studied for. This is your fate. And kind of you just go with the flow. And that's what we call the rat race. So on the right-hand side, you've got 10% of the world's population, but 90% of the world's wealth goes to them. So I'll ask you, which side of the quadrant do you want to be on? And look, there's nothing wrong with one of these quadrants, but I mean, the E quadrant, I've been an employee. You don't get raises every single month. Somebody else determines your worth. You're getting poorer and poorer mostly, every single month. You're finishing somebody else's dream for them. You might love your job. That's fine. That's perfect. But the chances of you getting to a place of freedom where you can at 30 or 35 or 40 literally go and enjoy your life and do what you want to do for the rest of your life and not worry about money ever again, that's probably not going to happen. Starting your own business as a small business owner, that's high risk. Across the world, this is a global phenomenon. If you start your business today, if 100 businesses start their business today, in 2 years, 80% of them will be bankrupt just because people don't understand systems. That's why. Most people, that's the problem. Most people are the system. If you are working in your business and you've got to do everything, you are the system. If you're an employee, well, you're just a cog in a wheel. But most people don't know how to put a system in place so that the system actually creates money for them and they can then, walk away from the system so that the system keeps on generating income and then create another system. That's what people don't understand how to do. So what is incredible about Mannatech is a B quadrant system-driven business. The system is already put in place for you. You just need to learn how the system works. And once the system operates, it generates money and off you go in freedom. And literally, you've got a choice tonight. And I'm not saying, you've got to make the decision. I mean, it's just everybody has this choice. You're either going to do the 40-year plan or you can follow a 2 to 5 year plan. The 2 to 5 year plan with Mannatech, and every single person on this call that have started, that are working, in 2 to 5 years, they get to a place of freedom, is you can move. We teach you how to, on a part-time basis, move from the E and the S quadrant over to the B quadrant and get yourself to a place of freedom. So again, you can choose to either be a victim of where you are at and kind of think, life happens to me and, just accept it, or you can choose to grow. You can choose to take a risk. You can choose to jump in, even though you don't understand, and you can create more income and really, create a better life. So this is what I want to share with you, why Mannatech is so incredible at the moment. So currently worldwide, there are all these mega trends exploding worldwide. And currently, the 3 biggest mega trends in the world is the health and wellness industry, the direct distribution or e-commerce, direct distribution, IT, exploding across the world, and social entrepreneurship. There are many. There's cryptocurrency, there's, sustainable energy. There's a whole bunch of things happening. But if you start your own business and you want to get involved in something, make sure that you look at these things, because you don't want to open up a DVD store. I mean, if people are just going to laugh at you. You need to be involved with something that's trending. Health and wellness is everything outside of the medical box. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that everybody is interested in wellness. Yeast-free, organic this, collagen, bone broth. I mean, you walk into a shop and it's just health, wellness. And the reason for that is because the consumer is looking for different solutions. This includes, it's not medication. This is everything from natural supplementation to targeted health, skincare, fitness and fat loss, beauty, training, taking care of you. Health and wellness is just massive. 10 years ago, they predicted it to be $1 trillion industry. Today, it's a $4.2 trillion industry. The other industry is social entrepreneurship. I mean, that is just so incredible. More and more companies are just getting involved in it. Basically, what it means is that the company have decided to make a direct impact in society. They want their consumers to know that if you purchase from us, we make a contribution to a cause that might be something that falls in your value system. So Mannatech has got the Mission 5 Million program. So this is the heart of Mannatech. This is the why, the reason why they're exploding across the world, because their mission is to eradicate malnourishment with kids under the age of 5. So 5 million kids, more or less, every single year die under the age of 5 of malnourishment. Now, look, you must understand, malnourishment does not just exist in dark Africa. It exists on our tables. Food does not have the quality that it used to have anymore. So how this works is, for every product purchase that you purchase online with Mannatech, you donate a certain amount of money to Mission 5 Million that will then feed a kid for a month with their products. We have donated 126 million servings across the world. When we achieve $1 billion company, let me tell you, we're going to achieve our goal, and you can be part of it. So just by purchasing products, you're helping a kid every single month. So direct distribution, what is that? So I don't know if you've realized, but the way people have been doing business has been quite, it's changed. No more do companies need the traditional way of doing business. You've got a manufacturer, then you've got a wholesaler and a small wholesaler, and you've got this big chain of distribution, marketing and advertising, and then it arrives at the consumer, and then the consumer buys it in a shop, and you literally you cover all that cost. About 70-80% of this is marketing and advertising. And what companies have realized is that traditional marketing and advertising doesn't work anymore. It's not effective anymore. But the consumer can now actually just purchase directly from the manufacturer, and it will be shipped to your doorstep. So that you cut out all the middlemen. That is what direct distribution is. It's online. You can sit anywhere in the world. It's a $200 billion industry. Did you know that is bigger than the entire film industry, music industry, gaming industry, and NFL worldwide together? That's how big this industry is, and that's how much money people are making. So you're probably thinking, why did I miss out for such a long time? So what we're saying with Mannatech is, if you can find an opportunity that's got all three of these, you're right in the sweet spot. And that's where we want to say, welcome to Mannatech. Who is Mannatech? What is Mannatech? Just a little bit about the company. You can read here. We were founded in 1994. Our head office is in Dallas, Texas. So the person that has invited you to the call will send you some great information. We're not a fly-by-night company. We're in our 27th year of running. We operate in actually 27 countries, which means you can build a global business online. Online, you can sit from your phone and we teach you how to do it. Okay, so you're not just going to earn in rands, you're going to earn in so many currencies across the world. Here's something that really gave me. So my father is a senior advocate. He was head of the bar for a very, very long time. My father was the pioneer of Eurobank, Franse Accès Bank, Pretoria Bank. My father was a machine, and he sat with a child like this that went and studied drama. But anyway, when I spoke to him about it, he said, listen, Aiki, if a company is listed with the NASDAQ, let me just tell you one thing. It is not a Mickey Mouse company. You can't be listed on the NASDAQ if you're some scam, if you're some weird thing. This is not some weird pyramidal company or, crazy. You can't be listed on the NASDAQ. It's the second biggest stock exchange in the world. It's in New York. It's listed with Google and Apple and Tesla. So don't worry. If you partner up with that company, I'm sure everything's going to be okay. We get audited 4 times a year. Our ticket code is MTech. So for those of you that want to go check out quickly, MTech is the ticket code. And we've been listed there since 1999. That's 21 years that we've been listed on the NASDAQ. That's incredible. Spoke a little bit about Mission 5 Million. What is it that makes Mannatech different? So Mannatech is not a supplementation company. It is a research and development company. But we are let me just go to this slide quickly. Sorry, I just want to actually just go to this slide. So it's a lot of people think it's a supplementation company. It is supplementation, but it's a research and development science company. So what happened was many years ago, we were the discoverers of a whole different class of nutrients that people didn't know of. It's called glyconutrition. It was a whole different class. People knew about macro and micronutrient and all those things, but they never understood what glyconutrients were. And Mannatech discovered this, and they discovered what they call the missing nutrient. So you might go, well, what is the missing nutrient? Well, in our food today, because of processed foods and green harvesting and in pesticides, we just don't get, doesn't matter whether you go buy at Woolies, we just don't get in what we're supposed to get in. So what these scientists discovered was these various forms of sugar that exist in nature. Now, it's not table sugar. I also thought, what sugar? I'm not going to buy sugar. It's not table sugar. There's over 200 of these things in nature, and your body, your cells in your body is in need of 8 very specific ones. It's called glycans. Okay. Now, this is the stuff that fixed me. Okay. Or allowed my body to kind of heal itself. So what does it do? You've got 37.2 trillion cells in your body, and your cells communicate with one another. And they say to one another, you'll see there at the bottom, nourish me, destroy me, repair me, protect me, regulate me. That's what your cells do. But in order for your cells to be able to communicate with one another, they are in need of 8 of these glycans. It almost serves like a cell phone tower. If you don't have a cell phone tower, and I phone my wife, she's just not going to receive the signal. You might have the best phone, best battery, best everything. If there's no tower, nothing's going to work. So these 8 glycans serves to receive the signal and transmit it. So what they did was they found these glycans. They patented the technology. Obviously, over the years, there were so many, if you go on the internet, you'll find good things and bad things. But I mean, you can Google Jesus, and you'll find good things and bad things. You can Google Absa, Coca-Cola, you'll find good things and bad things. But So over the years, there were many people saying, but how do you prove that this technology really works? So let me tell you, Mannatech has been through a whole lot of stuff, okay, to be able to prove to people that this is a disruptive technology and everybody in the world needs it. Eventually, we've got over 130 patents on our products. I think the closest competitor in the wellness market has probably got about 4 patents. We've got a 90-day money-back guarantee on the products. You know, in the rest of the world, it's a 180-day money-back guarantee. We've spent over $50 million US. Which supplementation company do you know that does that on real plant, real food nutrition, not synthetics? Remember, 95% of supplementation that you buy in South Africa in a market is synthetic. It's made from rock, petroleum, and steel shavings. Now, if you go into the history of synthetic vitamins and minerals, let me tell you, it's shocking how these things start and the money making behind it. And of course, these companies, Mannatech, had to prove that this works. So we've done 17 human, clinical trials. We've got peer review reports. We do double-blind placebo-controlled studies on human blood on these things. That's what pharmaceutical companies do on drugs. And let me tell you, we've proven to the world that this is probably, so let me say this to you. The Michigan Institute of Technology did a report not so long ago. The top 10 technologies that's going to change the world in the next couple of years. And right at the top was a study of glyconutrition. If you go look at the Harper's Biochemistry, the book that doctors use, their Bible, chapter 56, or I think 57, study of glyconutrition. School kids in America, they study the study of glyconutrition at the moment. Last year, December, more tests were done on glycans than what they did on DNA across the world on these little things that God or your creator needs you to get in, because what happens is your body has got an operating system like Windows. If Windows doesn't work, nothing works. And the result of getting in poor nutrition results in autoimmune diseases, cancers, a whole bunch of things. So what these products do is it allows your body to heal yourself from the inside. And we've got so many products, okay, for gut health, for immune health, for, when COVID hit, let me tell you, Mannatech was sold out across the world like this, boom. And it's still happening. And what's the most important thing? To take care of your immune system, have a product that everybody needs out there, and something that you can really change a person's life with. So with that, quickly, please go back to the person that has invited you. You'll share a whole range of products, fitness and fat loss, skincare. I mean, we've got the most incredible products. I want to welcome just 2 people on the call that's quickly going to share on their product testimony, 2 minutes, and then I'm going to get to the money part of how the business works, and then we're done. Okay, so first up, I want to welcome Yolandi Dixon. She's an executive director, and I just want you to share your story about what these products have done for you. It'll be great to have you on the call. Thanks, Yolandi.
Good evening, Heike. Good evening, everyone, and welcome on this call. I hope that you are super excited about tonight. But first of all, I just want to say thank you to our presidential upline, Heike and Geraldine Berg, Sebastian and Brecht Kamstra, and also Johan and Leonie Harting. Thanks so much for all your time and your effort. Thank you for your love and support. We really appreciate it. And it's such a great privilege for me tonight to share my product testimony. It all started with last year on the 1st of March. At the age of 40, I had our Lord Lamiki, Benku. He was born, and then obviously, like we all know, it was lockdown, and then it was winter. So by September, I really had a lot of extra centimeters that I wanted to get rid of. My husband, Jaco, started last year in July already with Mannatech, but I didn't want anything to do with this Mannatech, with the supplementation and supplements, sorry. And we're not really people that like pills and medicine. We only have the basics. So, but luckily for me, Jaco and some of the other associates started a fat loss challenge. And most of the ladies that trains with me in the morning wanted to do this challenge. And I said to Jaco, well, just get this so lean and get this. Plus, I saw I see that it's for hormones, and maybe it can help my hormones because I had a baby at 40 and whatever. But yeah, I was so glad that I did it. A month down the line, I started to get compliments. I didn't have my bloatiness anymore. I was so used to this bloatiness. I thought it was normal. But when it was gone, I realized, wow, this is what a flat tummy feels like. I had a lot of energy, and I was so pleasantly surprised by these products that I tried. Impact. Now, Impact is food for your lungs. And I decided to use it as a pre-workout for me. So I had it as 20 minutes before my workout. And I can still remember that first day when I used it. I said to Yaku, wow, Yaku, this feels like an unfair advantage that I have. So yeah, needless to say, all our customers are on it. They love their impact. They don't want to train without their impact. And it's making such a big difference in their lives as well. And they're getting amazing results. But my favorite results that we got from our customers is 2 teenagers that trains with us, and they always came with their asthma pumps, used it while training. But lately, after using Impact for a few months, they just bring it with. They're not using it at all anymore. So what a great privilege it is to have an awesome product like this to share with our customers and with people around us and family. And I want to encourage you tonight, if you are on this call and if you train or do any type of exercise, if you need energy, I want to encourage you, try Impact. Thanks, Aiki.
Thanks, Yolandi. Love to Yaku. Good to see you guys. We're going to see you guys soon. There where you stay, you know that. Speak to Geraldine. Okay, so next up, I want to say welcome to an extraordinary woman, Yaku and Nolene van Buren, Johan and Nolene van Buren. So it's only going to be Nolene on the call. Let me tell you, these guys have been through a journey, and they're just incredible the way that they take care of their people and their friends and their loved ones, and you know how they built this business and how they inspire. So welcome, Nolene, Gold Executive Director. It's awesome to have you on the call. Please share with us your incredible product testimony.
Hello, Aiki. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Aiki and Geraldine, that I must share in this call. And thank you that I may share my story. And also thank you to Johan and Leonie, our presidential upline. We really love you guys. And Brach and Sebastian Kamstra. Yeah, we've got an amazing upline who really takes us by the hand. And by going to the product 3 about a month ago, I had this winter 2020 challenge, 2021 challenge, and that everyone has and get. And I was very, very sick. I basically got some products. My upline sent me some products. We were, me, my husband, and my daughter were on Mannatech, Ambritose, Catalyst to get all the vitamins, and obviously Impact. We used Impact. On day 11, I got an infection in my lungs. I was very, very sick, and yeah, and also had some oxygen. But when I used the Impact, it really helped to bring my oxygen levels up, and I didn't use the oxygen anymore. So I can really say that Impact is my favorite product, and it gave me a lot of energy. And then with the after effects that we all get, I was really, my brain's got this fog, and I keep on forgetting things. And when I do things, I have to put 20 little papers everywhere to remember what I need to do next. And yeah, I really was very forgetful, and I didn't. It's really a mental thing. And but I upped my Ambritose, and then I also want to talk about my omega-3. I didn't have omega-3 at that time, and for I think the last week I got my omega-3, and I started with my omega-3, and I can really say I'm using 4 a day, and my head is so clear. I can really start to multitask again. So yeah, I really want to give a shout out to omega-3. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Nolene. Have an incredible evening. Love to you, Juan. Okay, guys, so let's get to why Mannatech, the benefits of building a business like this. Look, you know, if you start a business, there's a whole bunch of things you need to look at. And I'm going to explain to you how the money works. You might not understand exactly how this works in the beginning. That's not important. What you need to understand is that what you can do with this business and the benefits that it has for you, you know. So first of all, it's a part-time business. You don't have to leave your job. You don't have to, quit immediately what it is that you want to do. It's designed to do part-time. If you've got an extra 10, 15 hours a week, let me tell you, you can build an empire. It's an online business. You know, today we need to look at home-based online businesses. You can build this business from anywhere in the world. If you've got a cell phone or a laptop, let me tell you are in business. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. It's zero risk. Now, let me tell you That's where the mindset should be. You know, we were taught you've got to have money to make money. You've got to put big money in to make big. That's just not true. That's just a mindset that people used to have, you know, in years before. You don't need that today anymore. The millennials, the Generation Zs, you know, they all have these, you know, they're all part of the gig economy. And please go read up about the gig economy. Mannatech is inside the gig economy. It's to help people create massive income by joining a company and not, you know, you don't have to have a lot of money to it. You've got zero risk. You can make unlimited income. You can decide how much money you want to make. If you believe you can only make 5,000 Rand, then you're going to make 5,000 Rand. If you believe you're going to make 100,000 Rand a month, you can make 100,000 Rand a month. You choose how much money you can make. I've met a person that makes $1 million a month. Now, what would you do if you make $1 million? And we haven't even started touching the tip of the iceberg. It's a global business. We've spoken about that, which is incredible. Now, I want to say to you, you don't just want to earn in rands. You want to be able to earn globally and, of course, go visit your businesses, go stay in another country. That's what is so incredible. We've got people in Europe. We've got people in America. You know, I've got a business there. I can go there, build business, you know, and when you make, let's say you can make 150,000 Rand a month, you can go and if you decide to immigrate, they'll just pay the money instead into a bank account in South Africa, into your bank account there. You don't need to pack up and leave and go. It's a seamless global compensation plan. It will give you the freedom to do and go wherever you want to go. If you love traveling, let me tell you, many people are in Mannatech just because of the traveling, the incentive trips. Every single year, there's an incentive trip. It's open for anybody. If you join today, you can qualify for next year. This year, we're going to Mauritius. Just waiting for the borders to open. We've been to Las Vegas. We've been to Maldives. We've been to Italy. We've been to Singapore. We've been to Europe. We've been across the world. All expenses paid. Live in 5-star lodges. See the beaches of the world, because that's how the company incentivizes you. If you work hard, you qualify, you travel. Leave your wallet at home and off we go. Do you know how many people on this call have traveled with us overseas? And it's so wonderful to go with your friends and do that. So that's incredible. It's a turnkey business. What does that mean? It means that you don't have, now think about this. You don't have staff. You don't have inventory. You don't have rent that you need to pay. You don't have HR. You don't have admin. The admin is being done for you. You don't have admin. I mean, I'm allergic to admin. You don't distribute any products. You do it, and the company does everything for you. You've got to turn the key and go, but the company does everything for you. But I think over and above everything, it's the teamwork that makes the dream work. It's the tools, it's the events, it's the mentoring, it's all of that stuff that helps you to really, really build a massive business, the resources that you get, you know, and that's what creates the success in this business. You can't do it alone, and you're not supposed to do it alone. Once you start, there's a whole team of people that's willing to take your hand and serve you and love you. Not be your boss. Nobody's your boss. You are your own boss. You're the CEO of a business that can do business in 27 countries, and we teach you every single day how to do it. Okay, how does the money work? I suppose that's where everybody wants to go. So if you want to start, if you just want to use the products, now remember, we've got more products than what, we've got everything that you think a Dis-Chem has, you know, when it comes to natural products. We've got a whole range of products. If you want to just be a customer, and you want to try some of these products, you've got maybe a health issue, maybe you as healthy as a fiddle, and you just want to feel greater, have more vitality, feel good, you know, and you want to use some of these products, you are a customer. So if you just want to be a customer and try the products, that's how I started, because you want to believe in the products, obviously. You know, you can't build a business if you don't believe 100% that you're going to change somebody's life in this. So you just become a customer. It's absolutely for free. You open up an online account. The person that has invited you will help you. Order your products, it'll get delivered to your doorstep. Obviously, with your product purchase, you'll feed a kid with Mission 5 million. There's some great loyalty points that you get. You get 20% loyalty points on every single purchase. So if you purchase 1,000 Rand today, 200 Rand goes into a kitty. Every single month, on your third month, you can redeem it in terms of Rand value. So you can redeem it with extra products. So basically, you get 20% discount that saves up, and you can then purchase extra products. So that's flipping awesome, okay? And you're just a customer. If you want to, sign up and you say, listen, I want to do this. You're going to sign up as an associate if you want to generate income. So you're also going to become a product user, obviously, but now you can qualify for all the commissions when you've got a referral or whatever. So the only difference between a customer and associate is an associate qualifies you and helps you to earn money. Okay. The associate fee is a whopping 710 Rand once off. Okay. That's not even 2 cappuccinos a month. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And then there's an annual renewal fee of 600 Rand. And with it also, you get all the benefits of the loyalty points, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a whole bunch of different ways on how you can earn money in this business. I'm just going to cover a few. I'm going to keep this really short and basic. The first way you're going to earn money is by what they call a first order bonus. So if you're an associate, you're going to have a whole bunch of customers, wherever they are in the world, and you're going to help people and serve them and love them and tell stories. And for every person that purchases a product from you, you're going to you get 20% of their first order. So if somebody purchases 1,000 Rand from you, you're going to get 200 Rand on their purchase. It's as simple as that for every single customer. And you can have 1,000 customers across the world. Okay. What you want to do when you start is you want to set up as an associate your own subscription order. What that means is you want to order your own products. Don't get involved in a business if you don't become a product of the product. You want to believe in these products because it's your story that's going to change people's lives. Because I won't buy anything from somebody if they don't even believe in their own products. They just want to sell something to me, and that's not how we do this business. The moment you become a product of the product, you can speak with confidence to somebody about your testimony. So, and what we recommend you do is that you start with at least 1,500 Rand a month. Now, look, you don't have to order 1,500 Rand. You can order one product, you can order 50 products, it doesn't matter. But the reason I suggest 1,500 more or less is because that's going to give you probably about 3 products. It's really going to create a result in your life. But 1,500 Rand equals to more or less what we call a 100-point volume in the business. Now, how this works is that every product in the company has got a certain amount of points allocated to the product. For example, Cardio Balance, which is a great heart product. It's awesome. It's 42-point volume. Omega is 28-point volume. Now, in every single country, the PV stays exactly the same. It might cost differently in Rand and Yen and dollar, but the PV stays the same. And you get paid on PV, not what it costs. Okay, so this is a seamless global compensation plan. So in South Africa, it's more or less 15 Rand that equals 1 PV. In the States, it's $1 that equals 1 PV. So in South Africa, more or less 1,500 Rand equals 100-point volume. And that's where we suggest that you start. So you're going to receive your business in a box with your products, small little box like this. And once you receive it, the person that has enrolled you with the leaders will help you start from there, how to set up your online store and shop, and then what to do to kind of move forward. Okay. So where to start? Now, in any business, you're going to look for customers and you're going to look for different associates. Okay. So what I want you to see is at the bottom there, imagine that's your online store. Okay. Now you're going to start getting a few customers. You're going to make a names list and you're going to contact that guy and that guy and that guy. Eventually you're going to get a few customers, and all you need to do is literally start. Okay. I need to explain this to you. So I'm using the 100 PV as an example. So imagine you at the bottom there, you've got 5 customers, you've got 500 PV or PPV, personal point volume, going through your little online store. Now, anything from 200 PV, if you've got 2 customers, only 2 customers of, let's say, 100 PV each, you're going to generate 10% of that in turnover every single month. Okay. When you've got 500 PPV, that's 5 customers in your store, more or less, purchasing from you, you earn 15% of the turnover of that. So that's about 8,500 Rand. Okay. 15% of that is more or less about 1,000 Rand, which you're going to be receiving every single month. Now, remember, you can have 1,000 customers. Okay. This is just on 500 PPV. Once you go over 1,000 PPV, so let's say you've got 10 customers, of 100 PV each, or you've got 5 customers each ordering 200 PV, doesn't matter. Okay. The moment you go over 1,000 PPV, you earn 20% of that every single month, residual income. Now, remember, this is a consumable product. Somebody purchases their products. If somebody wants to use the products just for a month, I tell them rather leave it. If you're serious about your health, you want to be on these products for at least 3 months in order to get the results. This is not drugs. It's a wellness product. It takes a while for your product, for your body to kind of, take these nutrients and do what it's supposed to do. Okay. So, and the person stays on an automatic order and your business just kind of goes. So that is really, really incredible. So that was the power seller bonus, the one that I just spoke about. So you've got the first order bonus, you've got the power seller bonus, or when you make customers, but here comes the great income. Okay. So you're going to be, inviting people and friends to join you on your team because you want to help as many people get financially free as possible. So the moment you get 2 people on your team and you help them to do what you've done, you also help them just to get their 5 customers each. I mean, it's not rocket science to get 5 customers. You're going to get You help those 2 people, you're going to earn what they call a team 2 bonus. Now, the team 2 bonus is 1,000 Rand. Once you help another 2 people to do what you've done, okay, the team 4 there, you're going to receive a team 4 bonus, which is 1,500 Rand. And for every 2 people that you continuously help and serve and lead and guide, you're going to earn 2,000 Rand, 2,000 Rand, 2,000 every single month. Okay. Now, these are only bonuses. Okay. We've spoken about the first order bonus that you're going to get every time you get a customer. Power seller bonus, which is the turnover that you have. Now, remember, you can have 10,000 PPV, but the moment you've got 500, you've helped 2 or people also, or people just get over 500, you start receiving these team bonuses. But here's where the big money lies, the big money. So let's just go back to that, to you signing up 2 people. Now, remember, this is direct distribution. The person that works the hardest makes the most money. This is not some weird thing where the person at the top makes all the money. This is not how this business model works. The person who works the hardest makes the most money. You can join today. You can make a lot more money than I do. Okay, but let's just go back to this. Now, imagine you're the guy on the left-hand side. You've signed up 2 people. You've helped them also that they can also receive their 1,000 Rand with Power Seller. They've got their 5 people. You earn your team 2 bonus. Now, would you agree with me that you've now got 1,500 PV in your business? Because you've signed those 2 people up. So you've got about 15 customers. You feed 15 kids through Mission 5 Million. Once you've done this, you achieve your first leadership recognition ranking, which is called a director. I don't know if you've ever wanted to be a director of your own company, but a director over and above all the other income is between 750 and 3,000 Rand a month residually coming in every month. Now, you can do this in a week. You can do it in 3 days. You can do it in a month. It doesn't matter, but you want to do it as quickly as possible. And here's where the big money comes in. So you'll see there on the left-hand side, that's where we are at. You've helped 2 people to also get a few customers and everything. You call the director, you earn that residual income with your Power Seller income. Now what you do is you help 40 people in your team to also get to director level. Once you've done that, you are executive director level. Did you get all those 60 customers? No. It's the people in your team that's working with you, that celebrates with you, that also wants to get to a place of freedom. An executive director earns 3,000 to 10,000 Rand every single month residual income. We've had a person that did that in 17 days. Now here's the power of it. Residual income. Remember, you've done that. You can do that easily part-time in 3 months. Easily. If you just do it part-time and you do what you're supposed to do. Residual income. If you've got R1,000,000 Rand in the bank, did you know that your interest every single month is about 5,250 Rand of having R1,000,000 Rand in the bank? Here you've built up an asset in 3 months worth R1,000,000 Rand. Imagine what you can do in 2 years. Okay? Of residual income coming in. Now what you do is you just keep on duplicating. You work with a team. You help and serve other people. You help a few people get to executive director. Suddenly you got executive director. Now you're earning 15,000 to 20,000 Rand a month. Residual income. Some people can come home for that kind of money. Next up is presidential director. Bronze presidential director, 60,000 to 85,000 Rand a month. Silver presidential director. We've had people in 2 years that get to silver presidential director part-time. That's 100 and 150,000 Rand. Now you've got to remember, residual income is not, you don't work and get paid. And when you stop working, you don't get any more money in. This money continues to grow. It's a legacy that you can leave for your kids. This is just something that will keep on growing. 150, 200,000 Rand platinum is 200 up. Now, let me tell you, as I said, I've met people that make a lot of money in this. This weekend we saw on a Mannatech function, how a lady has, they've done platinum presidentialship. They've done this in 3 to 5 years. That's just extraordinary. This woman worked hard because, look, it's a business. It depends what you put in is what you're going to get out. But the point is not, it doesn't matter where you want to get to. Maybe you just want to join the team and feel good and feel great and meet other people and maybe make 4,000 Rand a month extra. Maybe you feel like you want to go all the way. You want to do this all the way. It doesn't matter. But the reason why, yes, I have a little bit about M5M. The reason why people are so successful in this business is because you get taught. The tools are given to you. There's daily coaching. You get these tools of the month, the Toms, Tom becomes your best friend. It's 4 CDs, but it also comes on your app. You'll see there's a Mannatech app there with all these audios that you listen to. And the person that coaches you will tell you exactly, now listen to this audio, now listen to that audio, do this. The book of the month, every single month you get a leadership book. This is called How Not to Manage People. It's about how to lead people. So every single month you get a leadership book that will teach you and help you and guide you. Monthly training every single month. It's online and it's in a physical place, you know. Well, with COVID, it's a bit restrictions where we teach you the nuts and the bolts of this business, how to do it. We've got webinars, online coaching, mastermind sessions, you know. How do you create the mindset to become an entrepreneur and really, really generate and build an empire? And the people on the call here that have started, they were just like you. They just started. They were just open and said, listen, teach me how to do this. So with that, I want to close. And I just want to say, you know, there's a few things you need to ask yourself. And this was very powerful to me when I read it. You know, if not this, then what? What was it that I was going to use to get myself to that place of freedom? And if not now, when? I had to make a decision, and I started, and off we went. And today, I mean, we're just living this incredible life. My wife and I. My wife went and fired her boss. She's a lawyer, and she's going to travel the country now to go to all the people. We've got the freedom to do it, to go to our friends and travel and build business and help people to get over their worries, get over their fears, get over their challenges, you know, and really help people understand. Every single one of you on this call has got the opportunity and you know that you've got greatness inside of you to be able to do this if you want to. So with that, we want to say thank you. Please get back to the person that has invited you on this call. Let him just share some more information with you so that you don't just make a decision after you saw me doing this call. You know, you want to make a decision based out of wisdom, not just assumption, you know. So let them share the call. Let them talk with you. Let people on the call, the leaders, everybody that has created massive success, share their stories with you. Nobody's going to try and sell you to say, come on, Mannatech. You don't have to. Just let you really see that you need to believe that you can do this, change people's lives and become so super wealthy. Why do you want to do that? Because it's money. Money changes the world. The churches you can build, the organizations you can help and support, the world that you can help. I want to be a reverse tither. That is my mission. I want to tithe 90% of my income to the church and live on 10%. That's my goal. That's why I built this business. So with that, we want to say good night. Have an incredible evening. I hope you get back to the person that has invited you and let's chat. Maybe there's a place for you in Mannatech. Good night.